Hey guys, Loot Wizard here with another video on Gems of War, and in this one we're going to be going over my purple team for this week's event, the Tower of Doom event. It is very similar to my old purple team for this event, but it is a little different, so I'm going to be going over it here. Let's see, so I'm going to be fighting this room. We're on floor 17, so the enemies have a lot of health and a lot of attack, a lot of armor, so I'm using the Mang weapon, which is an excellent weapon once you get high up in these events. What it does is it destroys an enemy armor, it deals a little bit of damage, but then it increases its attack by the amount of armor destroyed, which is really important because these enemies have a lot of armor. So like this one here, Glaceon has 218 armor, and that means that when I use Mang on it, that will be removed from him and converted into attack for my Mang hero weapon here. Now, I do recommend using the Giant class or the Titan class. You can use a couple of the other ones that have the rock solid talent, which allows you to, let me just show you here real quick in the talent section. So once you level up this class to 40, you get rock solid, which is gain a barrier when matching brown gems. Now, Mang is a brown-red mana color, so you're going to be getting brown to get mana for your weapon anyway, so you might as well have that barrier, and it definitely helps from getting killed instantly when one of these enemies attacks you with a skull match, because they have over 100 attacks. So that's very important for surviving, because in this team setup, your main weapon here is their main source of damage. So if that dies, you're pretty much, you have to start over the battle. Second troop is Azirus. It works great with Mang. It also has Magic Link, which gives it a bonus to purple. It has a very low mana cost of 6, so you don't need much mana at all to get this thing full, which is great. Now, the reason why it works really good with Mang is because it transforms a selected mana gem into a skull. And you're going to be doing a lot of damage with Mang when you connect skulls. So by having Azirus in there, you know, there's a lot of times when the board only has like 2 skulls together and you don't have a third one to match it up. Well, with Azirus, you can create a third skull to match those 2 gems up to a 3 match of skull damage, and that will allow your Mang to do that damage to the enemy. Now, the third troop, which I think is really great for these types of battles with the Mang weapon, is Skrymir the Lofty. Now, this weapon here, or not weapon, hero troop, what it does is it cleanses and it gives barrier to an ally, and then it gives him 52 life. Now, that in itself is really good, but the other thing here that's really great about this troop is that it moves them to the front of the team. Now, in order to do skull damage, when you match a skull, the first troop that you have at the top is the troop that's going to be doing the skull damage. So there are sometimes troops in the enemy battle here that will switch your troops around, will reverse first to last, and then your main weapon won't be able to do the damage. So Skrymir is very important for keeping Mang at the front of your team. Plus it gives it barrier, plus it gives it life and cleanses it, so that's great. Now, the fourth troop that I'm using really isn't necessary, but I simply have it. I got lucky enough to get this troop. It's a mythic troop, Queen Aurora. What it does is it gives all other allies barrier and life, and then it creates gems of a chosen color. Its final trait is really good for gain bonus mana to all gem matches, so that's good. So I'm using this one here, but if you don't have Queen Aurora, you can use pretty much any purple support troop. That'll give you mana, life, or enchanting your troops. Alright, so let's go on into a battle and I'll show you how it works. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get your Mang up as quickly as possible, and preferably if you do have brown on the board, you want to connect that brown. Now right here we have a situation where we can match skulls, but that's going to weaken his armor, and we want to convert his armor into attack. So what I'm going to do is just match the brown instead of the skulls. Well, I got a couple of skull cascades there anyway, but that barrier allowed him to hit me and I didn't take any damage. And now it's my turn, and I can go ahead, remove his armor, convert it into attack, and he's stunned, which is another important thing about the Titan class here. This first talent, Impact, when they do skull damage to you, they get stunned, which is great because Glaceon, when he's stunned here, this reduced damage from skulls by 65% is completely nullified when he's stunned. So that's great. So now we just had to match a skull, and I should be able to completely kill him because he has 193 health and I have 230 attack. So we don't have any ways to match skulls at the moment. So we're just going to kind of wait it out here. Let's get Mang back up. And see, now here is a really good situation like I was talking about. I have 2 skulls that I can match, and I can actually use Aziris here to create a 3 match and just destroyed Glaceon. So that was fantastic. Now, we have to be a little careful, but we're going to get some attack there, and I do have a brown match here, so we're going to want to take that so I can get barrier again. And we don't have any opportunities for skulls, so let's go ahead and just keep getting mana for... Well, we got Aziris up, that's good. So I got another 2 skulls here. We're going to go ahead and create a 3 match. Kill that guy. And we got Mang up again. Is there any 4 matches here? I don't know. I don't think so. Alright, so let's use Mang. Let's go ahead and hit that. Now we're up to 685 attack. There's no way that these guys are going to beat me here. So here, let's go ahead and use Aurora, create some brown. That'll give barrier to everything. Alright, so we got another situation here where we can create a skull. And let's focus on getting Aziris up if we can. Well, we don't have any red or purple. And he just hit me, but I had barrier, so that's great. I now lost barrier. So I want to get barrier up again. We got a brown match here, that's good. He keeps creating gems that I can't use for Aziris here, which is unfortunate. Let's just keep going along here. See, now I have 2 skulls there. I could use that for Aziris if I actually had him up, but I don't. Alright, so what are we going to do here? Hopefully I can get some red or some purple. And he's up again, so he's going to convert. What is he converted anyway? Oh, he's not converting. He's creating a mix of blue and brown. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, because I don't need those colors. Well, brown, I mean, I can use, but... that's not good. When he creates... Oh, that's good right there. We got a 3-match skull, and he's dead. So you got to be a little careful, and this team's a little bit slow, but it can take on really high floors in this Doom event. So, yeah, that's my team that I'm using, guys. So thanks for watching as always, and later.